this is Hillary from Action Together Connecticut. We're here tonight with Gabe Reissman of YourStake.org. He's going to tell all of us how we can pressure companies to divest from detention camps. Most of us have investment accounts and mutual funds. Many of those investment accounts are directly invested in the detention camps and companies that supply them and run them. Let's get a little background on the project. Hello, Gabe, and thanks for joining me.
Thanks so much, Hillary. So I'm really glad to be here today, especially back at Yale, my alma mater. When I was an undergraduate student here, my co-founder and I were climate change activists. We were trying to figure out the best way to create impact and realized that there was a lot of work being done by shareholders and investors. So we decided to be creative and got our student-run investment fund to buy some stock in ExxonMobil, pressure them to stop funding climate denial, and actually we went to their annual meeting, had a conversation with their management, and it worked. Last summer, Exxon stopped funding the major climate denial group that it was tied to. So we realized that there's this huge potential for change on all sorts of social and environmental issues, including this migrant detention crisis, and that individuals invest in these companies that can create impact through their 401ks. So individuals can use that shareholder power to create impact and try to get these companies to stop funding and enabling these detention camps.
So how is your stake different from MoveOn.org or Change.org? I know it's a petition site, I know it's a petition site with muscle, but how is it different?
You're exactly right. So YourStake.org takes the same principles of allowing anyone to sign petitions and create social change, build a mass movement. We tie that signature to your investment account. You're able to link with your 401k with whatever investment account you might have. So when you're signing a petition, you're not signing it as an individual. You're signing it as an individual with oomph, with assets, with actual investments in the target companies. They need to listen to you more.
So last night, I went on to YourStake.org and I linked my Vanguard investment account with YourStake. And I was actually able to go on to the petition to stop investing in migrant detention camps. What is it that a petitioner is going to see when they go on to YourStake?
So exactly what you saw. You're able to see petitions for companies and funds to improve their impact. And because you own Vanguard, when you sign that petition, now you're letting Vanguard know, don't invest my money in companies that are participating and profiting from migrant abuse. And we're recording how much you own in Vanguard and how much people own in the target companies so that we can make the strongest case for those companies to improve their practices.
On that petition site, I saw 3 companies listed. I saw Wayfair, and I saw, what were the other 2 companies?
So Geo Group and Core Civic are 2 private prison companies. Actually, investor pressure recently got JP Morgan, Bank of America, SunTrust, and Wells Fargo to stop financing private prison companies. So there's a lot more that investors can do, and it's already having an impact. So those 2 private prison companies are running these detention camps. Wayfair is supplying them. There's a lot more. Amazon, for example.
And our money is going into those camps via our investments in Vanguard and Fidelity and all those other big major investment companies.
Exactly, and it's really horrible to think about, but it also means that you have power to change it, right? It's not just that you're profiting from it, and that's bad, and you should, but you can do something about it, and that's what we're trying to enable.
So how does Vanguard know that we are doing this? I mean, do they look at the site? Do they go onto YourStake.org?
That's a great question. Maybe at some point they will be, but we didn't want the petitions to just sit there. We didn't want to send mass emails. That's not really the most effective thing that can happen. We partner with what we call them champions, because they basically take the petition and they act as your champion. They're bringing the petition directly to company management. They have relationships and track records of success in improving companies, and they're nonprofits, they're impact investors, they're financial advisors that just essentially can do the best job, be the best agents of change, deliver these petitions, and then let you know all the impact that you're helping to create by giving you progress updates.
So we're going to find out what happens to our petition.
Exactly. Exactly. You'll get alerts when you're helping to create impact and when things change.
So people are skeptical these days. I know this is a startup, this is a business. What is your business model? Are you making money off of petitioners?
So it's totally free for petitioners to use Stake, and our goal is to create the most impact while still being a sustainable business. The way that we do that is by giving you the option to connect with sustainability-focused financial advisors so that you can align your investments with the values that you demonstrate on the site.
But that's an option.
Mm-hmm.
So Gabe, thank you so much for bringing us yourstake.org. It gives me the option as an activist and as a citizen to take, to tell companies, I don't like the way they're investing my money. And, I hope all of you out there check out yourstake.org. Tell your family, tell your friends, this is something you can really have an impact on.
Thank you so much for having me, for signing up on the site yourself, and we just really hope that we can help build a movement to do something and really create impact on this crisis.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.